why is this a pass for both of you gentlemen? Period.
I really like them. I just think that since they're already on sale on the secondary market, there's no reason to go out and cop these joints off Sneakers app or anywhere. There's no reason.
So are you saying you're gonna pay? You're gonna go on the third party app, or are you gonna wait for the in store to go on sale to pick up this silhouette, or you're not picking it up at all? Tyler's Road in the bill.
Tyler, what up? Plenty said he's
Um,
getting that OTZ. I ain't mad at that.
um, yeah, I'll just wait. I'll just wait on these joints. They're nice.
And Jay, to answer your question, because I think you had stepped away. I just said this to Lou. Um, these remind me of the Air Jordan 3 Family Affairs, the green one that had the gum bottoms on the bottom.
Yes.
And not because they look alike. It's not because of that. It's a nice shoe that we do not need. That's why it reminds me of that. And I had the Family Affairs, so this is a pass for me. Not because it's a bad shoe. We don't need this right now. It's a shoe that we do not need, and I'm not gonna get it. Now, don't get me wrong. Would I juicy deal these for like $100? Absolutely. But is there any need to pick these up? For me, no, absolutely not.
What up, Tyler's World? Bro, these AJ1s, if it was a Levi's collab, I think this would be a different story.
That's a
Mm.
nice spin on that. That's a very nice attitude to have
These
on
do
it.
remind me of the black pair
Yeah,
Yeah.
of Levi threes.
that's a
Yeah.
pretty dope spin. And for full transparency, I don't think it'll move the market any. I don't think it'll move the market any.
Mm.
But it will be a nice collab.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That would be a very nice collab. But
mhm.
with the Alaska's dropping, I think those Alaska ones is going to be the Jordan one of the year.
Mm.
That's what I think. I
You
think the
know,
Alaska's is it. If it
this
ain't a
week,
Union or an or
yeah.
a VAA, I don't think a one is going to move the market.
So let me say this, man, and honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I think, still, what's up, family? Appreciate you, Doty.
Still in the bill. What
Um,
up?
this silhouette is clean. In my opinion, it's clean. I understand that people say that the hype of the one is dead. I get that. I get it. But maybe this silhouette might have done better towards the fall time or winter time.
Mm.
I think it might have been done better that because also let's just keep it a beam. This week was nothing but collab week. This is a collab, but it got caught up in other collabs as just people just really prefer. I mean, let's talk about the John Morant, the Jurassic Park. That's sitting right,
Yeah, they
right.
are. Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm
are.
saying?
Okay.
Let's talk about the Pharrell, the Ballerinis, the
Mm.
Valro, right? The Virginia Valros. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the other collabs that went on ahead and dropped. Don't forget and listen. If y'all slipped on the Adidas Hellstar, my guy, yo, listen. This was nothing but collabs, and I feel like it fell behind the wayside. And be honest with you, I'm quite shocked that the patent leather, y'all can laugh at me, the patent leather Air Force Ones will do better than this. And I said will do because this technically has not been released yet.
Well, again, how many total did they drop of those patent leather Air Forces?
That's a good take.
So,
And it was three different pairs
you
in
know,
one day.
Tyler got both John Morants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout
I
out to
mean,
Tyler. And I want to say this, man.
real quick, I don't think these come with extra laces, Tyler.
Plenty is a fool. He said they aren't the Virginia Valro. Don't put that on us. All right. Hey, listen, Plenty. I know you were Virginian, right? Shout out to my brother Plenty, man. Um, your boy got a notification because I went live and I told you guys. I said, listen, if I cop this for real, I'm gonna give you guys a review, and I caught the black pair, the white and black Earther. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a review on them joints.
Oh
Your
snap!
boy
Nice.
Jay
You
called.
copped in your size?
I copped in my size on our mama year. I'm gonna give you guys a review.
Mm.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give you guys a review, but I'm gonna have a twist to this review. Or we can get nasty.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
We getting nasty.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a review, man. So your boy got the dub. And honestly, I'm just more so curious to really see what this ballerina shoe look like in hand. But where your kicks, you said it. This ain't just an everyday kick. It's something that you it's a casual wear. Did you yay or nay?
Yes, I did say that.
Hey, plenty. It does plenty. So I'm gonna give you guys a different twist to it, man.
He
So
said, never mind.
Pharrell, honestly, let's be honest, y'all. Pharrell is very fashion forward thinking. Adidas really gives him free reign. Adidas pretty much gives him free reign. Now Nike don't really get a people free reign. Nike be like, hey, you're gonna have to like use this sneaker. This is the silhouette we're doing. Which I think when it comes to like being a little bit more open minded and like saying, yo, I think I want to go this route. You know, look at Ye. Look how successful Ye was with Adidas. Look what Pharrell is doing with Adidas. Look what Pharrell is doing with like collabs with other brands. Correct. The human races. Yes, facts, bro. Facts. Pharrell is very forward thinking. So let's go, man. Adidas. So who do y'all think who gonna win today? Do y'all think that it's Pharrell who's more successful today or Jordan?
Come on, bro. That's not even a question.
Hey,
That's not even a question, bro.
hey,
Come
let's
on.
go.
Yes, those what I was sharing before are the new Jordan ones that are coming out today.
Yeah.
Josiah, appreciate you being tapped in. I'm showing right now these Pharrells that are dropping. These are the Jay so-called ballerina shoes. I think they look more like soccer joints, but or like the what did I say? They look like the Puma
Puma, yeah. You
Puma
mentioned
racing
Puma.
joints. So, you know,
Yeah, yeah, man.
you know,
Yeah, Jay, to answer your question, I mean, I definitely see these moving. You know what I mean? I see these moving. Like I said, the Jordan 1 is it's a nice shoe, man. It's not a shoe that I need. I don't need that shoe.
yeah, that Jordan one gonna sit around.
It'll sit. It'll sit because no Jordan 1 outside of a collab has even made any noise. Like even the Chicago 1 lows. I mean, which is a beautiful shoe.
Mhm,
But those sat around too. And they've restocked them a couple of times. But
mhm.
yeah, it's matter of fact. Let me say it a different way. We had the Nigel 1 lows. Obviously, those moved, right? That was last year, but I'm even talking about last year because I talked about this on the last live, the pop up live. The shattered backboard sat, the Rare Air 1 sat. Whatever Jordan 1s did we get? Shattered backboards, Rare Air 1s. Oh, the UNC ones
Unit.
sat,
Mm,
but it ain't no Jordan 1 making. So yeah, outside of the Nigel 1 lows and obviously whatever Travis we get, those are gonna push.
Yeah,
But yeah, outside of but that's a collab. So outside of collabs, man, Jordan 1s ain't really making no noise on nothing.
yeah.
Morning. Did you guys all pick up the Travis Scott Green Spark? Campo? No,
I
I
didn't
did
look at
not.
those.
It was a pass for me, Campo.
But
I
but I
appreciate
seen a
you being
few. I
here.
seen a few on foot, man. That shit looks pretty
Mhm.
nice. I ain't gonna lie. It looks pretty nice.
Okay. So you did say colorways can make a shoe, right? So like honestly, when I go back and I look at the I look at the Jumpman Jacks, right?
I
Like
like that colorway.
what's really like people say they don't like this sneaker, right? They say, man, maybe they made like two kicks, maybe two, maybe three out of this right here, right? And the green pair, the green sparks are fire, bro. Like they're nice, but for me, I passed because I just like it just wasn't. I think
Them
Nike
Jones Hulk
is
green.
overly doing his silhouettes. They're making too many colors.
Them Jones is Hulk green, bro.
Yeah, them joints is green. Hey yo, Karam, you chill with that. You need to chill.
Brian Prado, what's good with you, bro? Good morning.
Neighborhood superstar Wayne says sneaker
Uh,
coming in Houston, Texas today. What's up, my guy?
okay. All right. Yeah, I thought those shattered backwards when it skyrocket. I saw some going for like 140. Yeah, that's true. Jeffrey Flight, what's good with you, my guy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, I honestly I think that the Jordan ones, I get it. The VAA
Wildin'.
sold out, but the ones are probably dead, bro.
So don't like the red swoosh it throws off.
Ye-
See, I actually like that one with the red swoosh.
Me too.
I think
The colorway on it is nice.
I think the sail swoosh one kind of looks like they should have done more with it personally.
Mm.
I like the little red accent on there. Hate to
Bro,
lose.
what up,
What's-
man?
You tell me what I just put out the universities.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. I like the colorway on that one, Jay.
Yeah.
That's the best
I like the
colorway in
colorway on
my
that.
opinion. I mean, you guys didn't go crazy over this joint. I even got these.
The vaults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, they look off to me.
And I think that green is actually throwing it off for me personally.
That's what it is. I
Yeah.
think that I think it's more the placement of the green rather
Yeah.
than the color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I think that because they did the side paneling and toe box, maybe the vamp should have been green.
Or what if it would have just been the toe box?
Mm, mm,
So also, this is a
I don't
bone.
know.
This is a bone colorway. Like this isn't like white as well. This is really bone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
that
that's
bone
it. Could be that too. Mocha version is atrocious. Yeah, I didn't like the mocha version. Vault side. One of my favorite kicks, the bright cactus T Rexes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just overall, man, I think Nike tried something different. The cat that that silhouette didn't really. I don't know.
It's too many. It's too many. They making too many.
But I
Ready
think
to do something new.
But I think Jay, the other problem too is it's so difficult to get people to accept something new, especially when it comes to sneakers. That it's like people call for something new all the time, but then they keep reverting back to the old. Like I'm trying to think of a new silhouette that caught on like that. And I'm talking about a new silhouette, not a silhouette that they made that reminds you of another one. For example, like the Sabrina Ionescu's. Technically new silhouettes, right? But they look like Kobe's.
It is fair.
You know,
I mean,
like
it's
I'm talking about a whole new, the Jordan 4RMs. They had one that did well, the
TT,
rest
what
of them,
up?
no good,
Yeah.
right? Like, so they're having a tough time overall. Real tough time. And with the way they're going, I mean, that stock price is reflecting what people are actually seeing from Nike, like the confidence isn't really necessarily there. And then the other brands, like Jay, you and I did a live on it. We looked at it. All the other brands had record years last year.
So,
Record years.
so I'm glad you said that because Nico 4686 is kind of saying that, but I'll be honest with you, I actually disagree. You see this statement right here? I disagree about that. There's no way, like Nico, like, and Lewis just mentioned this. Other brands had record sales, but like people are still fighting over Nike and Jordan sneakers, man. People are still getting hurt over these kicks, standing in long lines and not
Yeah.
copping pairs. You cannot say nobody cares. That's just an invalid statement. And I don't even condone the fighting and the violence, but what I'm trying to say is there's no way you can make this statement and you're not in tune to what happens whenever a hot sneaker releases.
Nico
This
also
cannot be a
said,
true statement.
yeah.
It cannot be a true statement.
Now he made another statement. He said the shoe game is dying. I hope y'all found other lane.
Once again, that you cannot make that statement if Lewis just told you that other brands have record sales.
Well, I think we focus so much on this sneaker aspect, but it's just the overall visibility of a lot of these brands too. Good morning, T the Great. What's good with you, my guy? Like the World Cup is about to start, right? And the main sponsor is Adidas, and they're about to be front and center for the world to see because
For sure.
the whole sponsorship is them. Now, granted, the interesting thing is in 2027, the German national team, where Adidas, the company Adidas has started in Germany, is going to be outfitted by Nike. They're ending their basically lifelong partnership to join the swoosh. Now, I don't know how that's going to affect things overall, but it's just an interesting event that is going to happen. I don't know how long the contract is for, what it's going to look like overall, but man.
Yeah.
You know-
And no,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, Jay.
My
Go
bad.
ahead, Jay.
No, go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead, go. Oh, you get it.
You know what? With Nike taking over the German soccer team and Adidas, again, like you said, not having that contract with them, that might actually be a better financial move for Adidas. And it might be a worse financial move for Nike, to be quite frank with you. It might be. Regardless, even the fact that soccer is like, the number one world, sport, right? It's only the German team. And we got to look at the other movement that Adidas have been pushing and moving along. And you know what, to Nico's point, Nico, there's some things I have to agree with you because you also said look at the statistics of shops are closing worldwide.
That's true. Resale shops,
right?
Yeah,
There's very good points what you're saying. And also, I believe, like I said this 1,000 times, when you see something too much, you make too much of something, people get turned off. I said it 1,000 times. Prime example, right? We do have the Pharrells, right? Guess what? Those Adidas Hell Stars are smacking, bro. Them joints are smacking. People went crazy over the Hell Stars. You don't see a Hell Star release 20 times a week. So yes, people are going to see the forefront of Nike, but I'm very curious to see if this will be a true ROI on Nike's point of taking over the German team. Because, again, on certain levels, you're right. The hype of sneakers is going down, but at the same time, I don't think that's the full scale of the story what's going on because other brands are rising. It's just that you constantly are seeing Nike.
And
You
that's
have
the
to
point.
think about that.
That's the point that I'm trying to make, Jay. Like the sneaker game is not dying. Can we say that Nike and Jordan Brand has lost? It's called a TAM, TAM, the total adjustable market. Yes, we can say that the total adjustable market for Nike and Jordan Brand has gone down. But Nico, unless you're walking around barefoot and you're not wearing any type of footwear at all, the sneaker game ain't going nowhere. It's like it's not. Now, just like automotive, just like any other sector, man, things shift and things change. The market changes. At one point, let me tell you right now, at one point, Tesla used to be literally the only electric vehicle you can buy out there. Literally, they were the only ones. So their total adjustable market was actually very high. Now you have other manufacturers that make electric vehicles. So Tesla's total adjustable market has decreased. Does it mean that Tesla's gone bankrupt? Absolutely not. It's not what it means.
Well, they might if they let them Chinese companies start selling cars in America.
Well, and watch this. I'm gonna clap at that. No lie. I'm gonna clap back at that. Tesla ain't going nowhere. Other American automotive electric vehicle makers, they're gonna go somewhere. Nissan will go out of business. You better believe that. Toyota can have a huge problem if they let that happen. But Tesla's not going anywhere. I promise you. Now I say Toyota because they're not even like an American, but Ford won't last, and yeah,
Well,
there's going to be a huge problem,
there.
for people who's gonna American manufacturers that make electric vehicles. But anyway, getting back to the sneaker side of it, sneakers aren't going anywhere, right? The shoes and the footwear, it's not going anywhere. It just shifts. It'll shift. Who knows? Can Adidas be the top brand one day? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, can a running shoe be a top brand as far as footwear? Who knows? But like I said, unless you're walking around barefoot,
So
nothing's gonna happen.
I sent you guys a clip yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it, but basically the guy said, he goes, the reason why Nike propelled to where they were was because of Michael Jordan, which is true. Like
Absolutely.
if you go back and look at the movie Air, like Nike was trying to cement themselves as a top brand and they couldn't do it. They were getting beat out by Converse, they were getting beat out by Adidas. The Adidas held the top spot. And it wasn't until Michael Jordan came around and propelled Nike as a whole. Nike got propelled as a whole because of Mike, right? And he had a point. Like there's no Michael Jordan coming through the doors of Nike to re-propel them like back up into the stratosphere. Because right now, when you think about it, like it used to be that if you wanted to be looked at as an it athlete, you put on the swoosh. There was something emotionally satisfying about being able to have the Nike swoosh on. That's not here anymore for a lot of people, especially those coming up. Now, the older generation, for us, yeah, because that's what we grew up on. But now you've got Converse. I mean, well, Converse is under Nike. So you've got Adidas, you've got Anta, you've got
New Balance.
New Balance, you got, Reebok. Like you have all these other brands now that are taking visibility, right? And being seen as like, listen, we grew up in an era to where if you wore some of these other brands, you was getting clowned on because you ain't had no Nike on. That era is came and went.
Let me say this. To that point of that video, I agree with him that Jordan propelled Nike. But it's not 100% because of Jordan. Let's talk about the innovation of Nike when it comes to the design cue. It was also the designers were also part of the reason why Nike propelled. Let's be honest, because Adidas and Converse back then, their shoes were exactly the same, whether you wanted the star or the three stripes, right? Whether you going with Magic, whether you going with Bird. Let's just keep it a beam.
That's fair.
When Nike dropped the Air Jordan 1, people were like, not only was it associated with Jordan, but it was like, oh, it's something different. Like, whoa, what is this? The 2 came out, when the 3 came out, oh my gosh, it was an explosion because nobody has never seen nothing like that before, a design. So, we gotta give Jordan his credit. Yes, sir. But let's not forget about the designers. The designers is also the reason why Nike propelled, and because Nike was doing better quality than Adidas and Converse when Converse was falling off back then. That's just what it is. It just wasn't Jordan.
Well,
Mostly
I would say this. The greatest
I want
shoe.
you to hit a comment after that, Lou.
The greatest shoe, in my opinion, of all time has to be the Jordan 3. Nike better, like when Tinker Hatfield designed the Jordan 3, that's what kept Mike with Nike. Because Mike was going to leave after the Jordan 2.
You're correct about that.
Mike was going to leave after the Jordan 2. That shoe right there, that silhouette. I don't know if that's the color. Was that the first colorway he wore? Or was it?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the
one.
Absolutely.
So that shoe kept Mike with Nike. So to Jay's point, Tinker Hatfield, Tinker Hatfield's design is what kept Mike at Nike and propelled Nike, and all these other athletes wanted to follow suit. They all wanted to be a part of Nike too. That's why you had your tennis guys like Andre Agassi. Golf, you had Tiger Woods. You had other basketball players. You had other, football players. Like everybody wanted to be a part of the whole Nike family.
Facts.
You know.
Facts. My
Um,
man Campo said, I'm on the fence.
I was
They're
going
sitting
to
in my kitchen.
let me get to
Decide
some
what to do.
comments.
Mm.
Green Sparks. Let's see, Nico, I think that's your opinion, but plenty of people do. Otherwise, shoes wouldn't keep selling out. Correct. Jordan, Nike have taken a hit. Profits are only going to keep going down throughout the years.
Mm.
While, to
Okay.
his point, they're still making the most money, but like last year, they had a 12% drop overall in profit. He's right.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Hit Jeffrey Flight at 728.
7, way
728.
down here. We got a lot of comments to get to.
Yeah. I'm asking you to just go to that one. I wanna know.
Yeah, it's okay. 7. Who? Jeffrey Flight.
Yeah, Jeff Flight. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this right here is because, and honestly, by the way, there's 28 minutes. If anyone gonna mess with these Jordan 1 flights, these Flight Club ones. And Lewis already mentioned, Jay already said it. It's cheaper on the other secondary markets, so really no need to pay retail for these reasons, top and below retail. But the reason I want to talk about this because I think this is a very good topic because we've touched this before, pause, but we've touched this before, and I'll give you a good example. Nico's making some pretty good points, but it's like I said, everything Nico is stating. I don't know if it's a guy or girl, but everything Nico is stating, it's not necessarily spot on. But I will say this. Here goes a prime example. They revealed their age, 19 years old, which is cool. I got a kid older than 19, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, my son is not all about Jordans neither. He wears Nike brand, but not necessarily Jordans in particular.
Mhm.
We are the ones. I don't know how much further behind us that's carrying this Jordan brand. I'm not saying it's just us. There's a generation behind us that's carrying the brand. I don't know how low it goes to. Clearly, it's not going down to the 19-year-olds. So my point is, when y'all 19-year-olds turn 46 years old like me, y'all ain't gonna be rocking the Jordans, and I understand that. So to Jeffrey Flights, he said Jordan brand ain't going nowhere. I do think Jordan brand is gonna go somewhere eventually. Right now, it's not. But I think eventually the Jordan brand is going to go somewhere. It's going to fade. Is it going to disappear and bankrupt? No, that's not what I'm saying. But Jordan brand is going to fade significantly. I just don't know when. So my question is, what age of y'all still care about Jordans? That's the question. I don't know how young we have here in the chat in particular. Tyler. Tyler still cares, you know what I mean? Clearly Nico don't. My son don't. My son is 20. He's turning 21 May 15th, right? So my son don't care. So and he's 20. Nico's 19. But there's what I'm trying to say. There's an age, and my daughter don't care. My daughter wears Vans, bro. She has J's, but she wears Vans.
Yeah, it's different now for these kids coming up. Like they're more, they didn't necessarily grow up on a particular athlete.
So Perp said age groups are subjective to many. Okay. Look, TT said 30 and up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me get some of these comments here.
Go ahead.
Let me get some of these. Let's see here. Okay, you can't compare Nike to other brands when they produce more and sell more than other brands. That's true too. By volume, Nike's distribution is like crazy. The amount of product offerings they have a lot of product offerings. He's saying, I'm telling you, the shoe game itself going to die. Nobody cares about the brand of the shoe anymore. Yeah, I mean, to his point, for his age group coming up, like they don't.
Let me say this. Why is that? Part of the reason because with the younger generation, I don't know why y'all feet is so sensitive. y'all look at something like, oh, my feet hurt. That's hurting my feet. Like, listen, every single Jordan brand I put on my feet, never, I don't, no number hurts my feet. All right. And I'm only speaking really from 1 through 12, and I had a 40 before, right? Anything outside of that, y'all can keep it with the Nike brand. But we're gonna talk about that later. Um, so a lot of, for some weird reason, now people feet hurt. Y'all looking for like, I don't know what y'all looking for. Like Hoka. Hoka, man, listen, Hoka is still exploding because Hoka is very, very comfortable. New Balance are very comfortable. And I really do feel like when it comes to the sports figures, this is where Nike is really bad. And I do think that why other younger generation people are going with other brands is because Nike bury their sports figures. They have such a wide plethora of sports people on their roster. They can't pump everybody out right. Big pause on that. For example, Kawhi Leonard. This is why he went to New Balance. For example, this is why LaMelo Ball is the face of Puma. People want to be the face. This is why SGA said Nike, no, but I'll go to Converse because I don't have competition to worry about. This sector right here is gonna push me. So you guys got to look at that aspect as well.
Oh, so Jay, but even though I do agree with what you said, I'm also going to make a very bold statement, and I
Okay.
think we can be completely honest and transparent about this. Not all Jordan silhouettes are actually comfortable though. Like there are a lot of Jordan sneakers that's uncomfortable. The Jordan 1 included for some people. I have flat feet, so the Jordan 1 is extremely comfortable for me. You put the flat foot in the flat shoe, like a Converse or anything like the Chuck Taylor, and it feels great for me. But I can definitely admit that there are some, because it was a trend. See what? Watch this. I'm not going to pick on the younger generation and say, "Oh, they just follow trends," because I mean we did too. Lou said it earlier. If you didn't have Jade in your feet, you were liable to get clowned.
Facts.
I'm a New
Facts.
Yorker. I got Timberland boots. The Timberland boot is a construction. It ain't nothing comfortable about a Timberland boot to some. To me, I rock them and I'm fine. But my point is, it's a construction boot, fam. Like, we rocked it for fashion, though. Do you see what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
can be honest and say that New Balance, I mean, man, Hoka, they make comfortable shoes. Not all Jordan shoes are comfortable to people, and I understand that. But we didn't
Mhm.
rock it for comfortability. We rocked it for fashion and style and swag
Mhm.
or whatever you want to talk. You know what I mean? But like, I can admit, not all Jordan brand shoes or silhouettes are comfortable. Just to be fully transparent. So if one of these younger kids put their foot inside of a Jordan shoe and be like, man, this don't feel right. Like, I mean, you're probably not lying.
Mhm. I mean, my son is a prime example. You know what I mean? Like my son, like he put on some Nikes. He was trying. He was like, no. He go right back to New Balance, bro. Like
Fair.
he rocks different New Balance models. He's like,
That's
nah,
fair.
dad. Like, and he'll go and try them on. Like, yeah, I want to do something different. And he'd be like, nah, man, this ain't
Well,
good, pops. I'm like, hey, get what you want. I don't care.
look,
Get what you want.
we got to remember we're trying to compare a running shoe to a basketball shoe. So the design and purpose built is going to be completely different. You know what I mean? Like the New Balance shoes are designed with running in mind. When they was creating these Nikes for Mike, look at all of them. The bottoms are flat.
Black. Yeah, yeah.
The bottoms are flat. The shoes, they don't have any contour to them. I don't think. I'm trying to think. Like maybe it wasn't until the Jordan 7 did they have like some contour to the shoe. Maybe. But 1 through 6, look at the
That sounds
bottom.
about
So
right.
like I mean, and the full length air unit and all that's in there. You know,
So that
uh,
sounds about right. And,
so
and and truth be told, Lou, those are comfortable to me. But like I said, I got
mhm,
flat feet.
mhm. Um, here we go. So he said exactly the same happened the fall of Supreme. He says, yeah, when Jay was talking about the Hellstar, I was saying that's Supreme now.
Hmm.
Everybody was clamoring for Supreme. Now everyone's clamoring for Hellstar. You know, I mean, eventually Hellstar is going to. What happened to Supreme is going to happen to Hellstar, and some other brand is going to take over. Ohio, what's good with you, bro? Good morning, everyone. The shoe game isn't dying. it just isn't on a steady incline like it was a few years ago. We had a lot of valuation on the shoe game on how resale moves. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? We got to separate resale versus people's love for sneakers, period. Because people's love for sneakers, I don't believe is dying. We just don't see the influx of people because the financial aspect, the financial gain isn't there anymore for a lot of people. And to Nico's point, that's what he's talking about. A lot of these resale shops are dying off. But Nico, here's the other thing too, right? They dying off because they're killing themselves. You go on StockX and go, the shoe, like these Flight Club joints, right? They going under retail right now. I guarantee you probably walk into a resale shop and they got them joints going for like 200. It's like, why am I going to buy them from you guys? And what will they tell you? Well, you got to wait to get them from StockX and Go. You could buy the shoe from us right now. Yeah. But if I could exercise some patience, I'm going to save me over $100 to be able to buy more than just the shoe. I can put me together an outfit with it too. So let's see here. The mystique of Jordans, the hype around getting the ones is gone, and it's only going to get worse.
Where your kicks, you mentioned it. Not only financial gain, when you have 20 shoes, right? And I'm talking about all brands, right? Really, but we know Nike is the habitual dropper calls every week. When you see 40 shoes being dropped every week, it's like, okay, I'm bored now. And this is why I also stated before, if all brands were to exercise a little bit of, like you said, patience, better quality control, and slow down with dropping kicks every week, things will change a little bit. But people out here are tired of paying $300 for one sneaker, and then they got 19 other drops that's going on. I get it. I'm here because I love kicks. Whether I buy a kick this week or I don't buy a kick for a month, I just love kicks. That's just what I do. And this is why I'm here. And I'm just here to give y'all the educational value and make sure you guys understand, make right purchases. You guys are the reason why, and to include myself, I'm definitely the reason why they're staying afloat.
Let's see. Perp, what's up with you, my guy? I literally got no chime that you were backstage because usually it'll pop up at the top.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
What up, Perp?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Let me get some of these comments here. Yeah, because Supreme was a dumb brand, stamping a sticker on some all-white Air Forces and stamping their logo on bricks. That's not actually original stuff. But to that point, what was it? Supreme had Supreme canoes. They had Supreme crowbars. They had Supreme whistles. They had Supreme skateboards. They had Supreme underwear. Yes, I was going to get to that, right? They had the weight plates and the racks. Like Supreme just do they brand name on everything, bro. Let's see here. How's it going? How is it going if shoes selling out? How is it going if people fighting over shoes? There's some people, there's still money to be made. That's why people fighting like that. I'm still going to buy Jordans all my life.
Jeffrey Flight.
People are not fighting over shoes like they were in 2012. That's true.
That's true.
They still like to bring up that video of people running over each other in the mall during the release of the Concords when the Concord 11s dropped. Let's see here. I'm seeing more and more people of all walks of life wearing and rocking Vans and New Balance. Yep.
Facts, Joe. Facts, Campo.
It's like when everybody had a pair of Panda Dunks. Let's see. Let's see here. These black ones only show the size 10 I wear, and then in another language. I don't know what that's from. They were talking about the tags of the shoes or something like that.
Oh yeah. They were asking Nico what shoes, what brand he was currently rocking. There was a conversation going on about that.
He said, "Oh yeah, speaking of Ross, we talked about the Ross. Ross apparently is closing stores.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some of y'all not gonna be able to find no cheap undefeateds."
That is true.
I still ain't called nothing. I still haven't called no craziness in the Ross, except those Air Jordan 2s I showed y'all. I ain't called nothing crazy.
Yeah. Tiger Woods back in the 90s, Nike was becoming facts.
Yep.
Tiger's no longer with Nike. I forgot what brand he's with now, but
Tiger needs a self-driving car. That's what he needs.
Oh my God.
My man needs a chauffeur or something, man.
I mean, I was, let me not say that, but I mean, I guess the low blow that he was supposedly getting in his Range Rover. I mean, I guess she was knocking his socks off.
Whoa, that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean that was part of
allegedly.
Yeah, it was like I mean he was getting some royal treatment. My brother was like, hold on, left turn. Oh,
so I misspoke. He had a chauffeur.
Facts.
Oh snap!
I don't know. I wasn't there.
If people are willing to pay $120 for off-brand sneakers, they'll be willing to pay that too for some Nikes and Jordans.
Word tops.
Yeah. You're entitled to your opinion, but we're older than you. People 19 wasn't allowed to see Jordan. Y'all like other stuff possibly, but I'm not wearing Skechers. Oh yeah, because who went to Skechers? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg went to Skechers.
Nah, TT is spot on. Like it's the same thing here. It's literally the same thing here, TT. I mean, that is a hard fact for me.
Yeah.
12 minutes. 12 minutes, chat. 12 minutes. Am I the only one who went for those for real Adidas in the chat? Please let me know.
I mean, Nico, you're right. Like the percentage of profit has gone down over the past few years for Nike. That's part of the reason why they made the CEO change. But even then, it's Nike is a freight train that will take over a mile to slow down before you can start to get it to go in the other direction. Like the CEO prior to him was more direct to consumer. They wanted to hold more of the product and be the distributor of the product through online retailer, their own online retail store, and other Nike stores. So now, they're trying to change that up, but because they pulled a lot of product, it left a lot of empty shelves in Foot Locker. It left a lot of empty shelves in, JD Sports and places like that. And it got filled by other brands, like your Hoka, like your New Balances, Other brands started to take up that shelf space that Nike vacated because they wanted to go more direct to consumer. Now, it worked during that time because we went into COVID and the only way you could buy stuff was online retailers anyway.
Where you kicks, you said this before, and there's truth behind it. Don't forget when Nike did not have bot protection and botters were just eating away. Right. And so people got upset and were like, yo, I'm going to start looking at other brands. And then what happened? There was an explosion. That first brand who had the explosion, it wasn't Adidas, because really Adidas was already there because people were split. Kanye or Jordan release, and it was split on release day, if y'all recall. It was split because a lot of people started messing with Adidas, but New Balance really the ones who had that explosion because they They had different materials they brought to the dad shoe. They increased certain things, colorways, and then people got turned on. But I do have a question for everybody in the chat, in the panel, and this is probably where you guys are going to be a little bit mad at me. And this is really directed also towards Purple Haze because I know he's shaking his head right now. I know he's getting upset.
Technology, let's go with you.
What up, Kick? What's up, family? You ready? Where your Kicks mentioned about that direct to consumer, right? What up, Jay?
Let's go with you.
Nike did a pre-order on 2 silhouettes. We're talking about the Kobe 2s, and then we're talking about the Kobe Dunks. Do you guys think if you can pre-order a sneaker, that's gonna go ahead and start destroying not only resellers but the resale market, because it's only direct to order through pre-order? Because I did pre-order those Kobe the Kobe Marion high school.
I got them too. I forgot about those.
So I need to know y'all thoughts on that.
I mean, pre-order would obviously eliminate the bots eating up stock, you know. So in that aspect, it guarantees a shoe. You know, you don't necessarily got to track it down. You know what I'm saying? But if someone's got multiple, because it wasn't exclusive access to pre-order, or was it open to everybody to
It
pre-order?
was open to the public.
Yeah, it was open.
It was open to the public.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's either you wanted them or you didn't. And I don't necessarily see the chase for that shoe, to your point, seeing as how they were sitting there for pre-order all that time. You either wanted them or you didn't want them. You know? Like,
How long was that pre-order open for, available for? I don't remember.
I thought it was a week.
nah, I don't think it was that long.
I thought it was a week.
No, it wasn't that long.
It was like a day or two. I mean, they sold out.
I think it was barely a day.
The pre-order sold out.
And I mean, like this is the reason why, because I think it can have like multiple impacts. I mean, like, once again, everybody don't have money to buy a shoe just because, you know what I mean, a pre-order is open and available, and everybody can't buy a shoe once a week and stuff like that. Like people's finances ain't like that. So
Thanks.
can it have an impact on resellers? Absolutely. You know, will people still have multiple accounts? Like, I make videos about footwork. I only have 2 accounts, man. Like, literally, I can make more. It's nothing to create a Gmail account. I don't be having the time, man, to sit down with freaking 12 iPads and have 12 different emails and make 12 different Nike accounts. But I mean, you can do it if you have the time to do that. Like, you can definitely increase your chances, and people definitely do that. And I'm being nice by saying 12. 12 is not a high number.
Chat, this is coming from the man that hit on the Brick by Bricks and the Alaskas for retail.
Ooh.
So take what he says with a grain of salt.
Ooh.
With 2 accounts though, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even going like super tough. You know what I mean? With it,
Like
because
6,
I know
7,
people that,
8, 9 accounts. Yeah.
Yeah, I know people that got like a lot of accounts, and they're you know, like during these drops, we see the pictures on social media whenever people show the Gotham screen. You see like 4 tablets, 7 cell phones, a couple of laptops, and some CDs all running. Like they're really going in. You know what I mean on this stuff. Me personally, I got 2 phones. That's it.
I got 2 phones.
And this is my YouTube phone. This is what I make all of my content on. Phone.
Why I look like booty cheeks for your screensaver?
That's it.
Hold up. Bring that back up real quick.
What, this one? Wait, which one?
Hold that joint. Oh, you flashed it up there. I was like, it looked like it's in my booty.
It looked like cheeks. Oh.
What the hell? Where your kicks? Jesus.
Hey, Perp, my man needs some action. He thought he saw some
Right.
cheeks on this one.
He's hurting for squirting.
Whoa.
Hold up. All right, Jordan Brand will always be here, especially considering he will pass away, God forbid. I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
It's
listen,
a cycle of life.
Which will give Nike an opportunity to really push his greatness via retros and new ideas. I mean, there will be a mad dash on everything Michael Jordan, especially his shoes, when that day comes.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I don't think, Mr. Think, you touched on it earlier when you said you don't think Jordan Brand will be here forever.
4
think-
minutes.
4 minutes.
Oh, by the way,
Everything. Go ahead.
my bad. Someone asked about extra laces for these flight clubs. It comes with an extra pair of red
Yeah,
laces.
become a red laces.
Yeah,
That
it
was-
just
that
didn't
was
show it
Tyler's
on
World.
Nike.
Yeah, that was Tyler's World. It was red laces.
Go ahead, Perp.
Yeah. I think, like in life, right? What two things are the only things that are eternal in life?
Death
And taxes. There you go. Death and taxes. And so nothing else in life is immutable, right? Including Nike. Now, does that mean that Nike completely goes away? No, not necessarily. It just means that they may change, grow, or evolve, like a lot of companies do, into something different to evolve with the times. And now, I mean, we're definitely in a different day and age with the sign of the times, socioeconomically, politically, across the board, right? So companies have to adjust, and they have to be flexible and malleable in order to adjust with those times as well. So Nike's no different. So, what Nike will look like in the next 15, 20 years could be completely different as opposed to what they look like today.
I actually wanted to piggyback off of that because that is spot on when I was talking about electric vehicles and stuff like that. 10 years ago, so the word that I couldn't think of is called disruption, and Nike has been disrupted, just like how a lot of companies, are. So like 10 years ago, if I would have asked anyone, have you heard of cryptocurrency? Everybody would say, yeah, Bitcoin. That's what everyone would say, Bitcoin.
Yep.
And now in 2026, you would say stuff like Ethereum, Tether, US Coin, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Solana.
Yep.
There's so many more now versus just Bitcoin.
Correct.
Yep.
Because Bitcoin has been disrupted. Does that mean that Bitcoin, is going to go to zero? No, that's not what it means. But they have been disrupted.
Facts. And I think that's a key word, disruptive, because it goes back to the other point that I was going to make that, Mr. Think, you did a very eloquent job of breaking down, is the fact that will pre-order eliminate reselling? No. However, it will be a massive disruptor. Okay. And because of that, we'll see how it affects the markets as we move forward. But no.
So here we go. Hold on. Let me get some of these comments, guys. My youngest don't care. He wears Crocs like they're work boots, but he grew up on Jordan's technology. Nike will start to create Jordans based on random ish that Jordan did. They will milk it. I mean, they're already doing that. They would make, remember the bubblegum ones? Because Mike used to chew bubblegum and they had the bubblegum stamp on the bottom. They're already doing that stuff. Topps World. What's good?
What up, fam?
What up with you, man? I'm sorry, but Jordan Brand is here forever, especially when they're getting into the whole racing NASCAR tennis golf. That's true too. That's very true too. And Michael Jordan's car is winning. That's true too. Because they've been sitting down all day playing video games. We went outside and played sports.
In reference to the soft feet situation.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold up. Not in your new Jordans. That's true.
No, we did. No. We actually hooped in our Jordans though.
Yes, we did back then.
We actually hooped.
We did everything in our Jordans. Absolutely.
Yeah. We actually did. We actually did.
A lot of Jordans are super comfortable. Let's see what else we got. Nike has made very popular comfortable shoes. Vomeros, P6000s, Nike R&R. That's true too. But I feel like they haven't necessarily taken off like New Balance, Hoka, and all them. Like I feel like those are the top dogs, and that's really where Nike's lost a lot of market share is in the running segment. That's where the hardest.
Let's be honest. I mean, not only that, you got to look at New Balance running shoes is great. You got to look at Asics running balance shoes is great, right? You got Brooks. So you have brands that's been out there that's been really on the main running side of the house more than Nike, even though we understand, we already know Nike starting off as a running brand. We
Correct.
understand that.
Prefontaine.
But in terms of those who were constantly already those brands that stayed in the running lane,
901 chat 901.
Good call out, Perp. And just real quick,
What
I
up,
want to
Johnny?
talk about that comfort.
What
real
up,
quick.
Johnny? How you doing?
I wasn't saying that Nike definitely doesn't have comfortable shoes. I was particularly talking about a couple of Jordan silhouettes on how you might see a woman wearing a stiletto, walking, her feet is killing her, but she looks cute. That's why I mentioned the Timberland boot. Like I have rocked some footing for style, definitely not for comfort. I was just trying to make that correlation.
No, that's facts. We wasn't really rocking Jordans because of comfort at all, you know. Superfly Kicks checking in with us. What's going on? He said, "Hey,
Champagne in the building."
Yeah,
tell him it's the socks why nothing hurts your feet."
that's right.
JB wearing
Right.
the knee high tube socks.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God,
it's
the
all about
1925 basketball fit with the 3 stripes at the top.
Yes, sir.
The Will Chamberlain
Hold up.
special.
What was that brand that Brett Favre was rocking? It was like all this compression stuff that was supposed to have like gold fibers in it. It was like arm sleeves, knee sleeves. Damn, what the hell was the name of this brand? I'll have to come back to it. I'll remember it in a little bit. But let's see here. Perp the Villain Hayes.
Here we go with this.
Southern
We are
Girl.
not going to start
Again.
these shenanigans this morning, Jay.
Good morning,
What's up,
Southern
Southern
Girl.
Girl?
What's going on with you? Yeah, Supreme threw the brand on useless stuff, and people bought it.
Yep.
They really stepped out there when they did the Supreme brick. They really did that. Please remind me what happened for the black metallic 5s on some shops. That's true. That's true.
Yep.
People was out there.
Getting it in.
So that was tax time too.
Mhm.
Right.
Burlington will get all raw stock.
I mean, probably they'll buy them out.
Yeah, Burlington
Warehouse
ain't going
stock
nowhere.
wise.
Look like. So where you kicks? I had this up for a while, man. Go ahead and share that screen. I got for everybody.
Hold up.
All right. So this is kind of where I was going with this, right? When it comes to like pre-orders, right? And I'm not saying that this will happen, but if this happens, if you only can pre-order a silhouette, let's just say they give you an hour or a full day to pre-order. Once the pre-orders is done, Nike's not making another one. Then potentially, if people want that kick, then that could also skyrocket the market as well, because you can't walk in and find a silhouette in a store. So this is where I'm going with, because look, I don't believe this silhouette is gonna stay at this price. I just really don't believe it. And this is the silhouette I pre-ordered. I don't think it will. But this just goes to a prime example to show you, like, okay, it's pre-ordered. I can't get it. How many people really want this sneaker? This is why I asked that question. When it comes to the reselling game, will it kill it? Will it make it explode? Because
It depends on what the sneaker is going to be at the end of the day.
correct. But if you can't find a sneaker on the shelf, would you say, Purple, that you're more inclined that people would probably want that because they just can't walk in the store and get it? Could that be something safe to say?
In a sense,
it could spike the market in a sense. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a question, y'all. It's not like
It's supply. It's creating demand, the supply and demand. You know, economics 101.
Yep. So that's why I wanted to bring that to everybody's attention.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Adidas jellyfish, right?
Mhm.
You know, it is not an overwhelming shoe, but at the end of the day, supply and demand. It's been such a hardly attainable shoe to get. Guess what happened? Those prices skyrocketed, and they still are to this day. So that's a prime example.
Let's see here.
Yep.
Tiger Woods needs to hire a driver. We did that. Profits has gone down in multiple different industries due to the influx of COVID cash drying up. Also tariffs. That is true.
Yep.
That is very, very true. Let's see here. I like New Balance because they create some of their sneakers here in the US and they do collaborations with actual artists when it comes to fashion.
Facts.
Yo,
Bro, listen. Man, listen, I like New Balance. Y'all know I do reviews on New Balance. And New Balance got some good work. New Balance got some work. Come on now. That's facts.
Yes or no? I think people will still miss out on the pre-order because the pre-order is only open for a certain amount of time. People can still sell a pre-order in the resale market.
Well, yeah, that was the point we were making. Because they resell it on the resale market, that price will be extremely high, you know, to compensate for the lack of quantity.
I hate the fact that I pass on Kobe's now.
What up, CJ?
Pre-orders and tracking devices being implemented into releases will definitely have an effect on resale market. I want them to do a pre-order on a more popular release.
Okay.
Like the VAAs. Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean that's a good point he makes. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that we and I mean this is something the four of us have talked about in the past. This could simply just be a beta test at this point to kind of test how the pre-order system will work moving forward. So if you're going to do a beta test on something, right, you're not going to do it for a highly popularized shoe, right? You want to keep traffic volume low in order to capture the metrics properly. If you're dealing with something from a beta perspective and you're trying to really test the quantitative characteristics of how that beta pilot is going, you don't want to have a mass influx, right? You want to have something small, a control group that you can base that data off of and then go from there. So I think Nike's doing it the way that you typically should do a beta release, a beta test.
You know what? Let me say this because I know Topps World, he said in terms of the pre-order, it was only open for 2 hours. And CJ, I said the same thing. It was open for a week. The pre-order was a week.
I don't remember it being that long.
It wasn't a week. I promise you that. It wasn't.
I honestly don't remember.
I mean, it's all good.
Someone look it up. Maybe that information's out there. All right. Capo's got a good point here. An example for me is Tiger leaving Nike. I never would have thought of that. That's true too, because Tiger was with Nike for 20 plus years.
I just think it was his situations that has occurred, and it kind of left a bad taste in Nike's mouth. I think that's the only reason why. The only reason why. I mean, Tiger Woods arguably is top 2 greatest golf player of all time, but you know, off the golf field is probably why that relationship ended.
Good morning, Grumpy.
What up, bro?
Good morning, family. How's you guys doing? God bless. Hey,
what up? What up?
Let's see here. I clown whoever wear Crocs. Looks goofy. Let's see here. Who cares what fake currency is going to? Nike finally jumped off the bandwagon of that goofy stuff. New Balance marketing has been on fire for the past 6 or 7 years. Rebranding worked perfectly. You know, I do have to say though, it's interesting because I don't see a lot of advertising for New Balance.
You say you don't?
No.
I'm not saying a lot, but I do see it, but a lot, no.
Nike Pegasus Premium, they're the best shoes I've ever put on. I like the Pegasus Premiums, but they're way too squishy in my opinion. Copper tone, that's what it was. Thank you. I couldn't remember this to save my life. Copper tone joint.
Johnny said, I think that the 2 and 5 silhouettes are comfortable.
The 5, 2 and 5s are comfortable.
Oh, facts.
Shout out to Purple Haze. Let's see.
What up, Jeff?
Hooping in these J's, and I definitely never hooped in no J's. Street culture has also ran Jordan culture. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people didn't necessarily play in them, but with the newer silhouettes that they're making now, people are definitely playing in them. But you go to a local LA, I mean, well, depending on the LA Fit, if your LA Fitness even has a basketball court anymore. But you will see guys out there hooping in J's a lot still. 3s, 4s, 11s, 13s. I see a lot of guys playing in J's.
I think honestly, I think with Nike, they should make a lot of most of their sneakers should be not only made with Zoom technology, but the Nike React. Listen, that Nike React is probably number three best comfortable feeling on people's feet. That Nike React is tough. It's I think it's like maybe number 3.
Oh, perp. Use a loud typer, bro.
How do you know that's me, sir?
because I can see
As you can see it in real time, Mr. Think.
No, because when you're typing, the 3 little dots for the microphone pop up.
Man, don't technically read me, sir.
The market left. There is no market. I like
Jeffrey Flight said 5s are very comfy. Absolutely, to me. Absolutely.
I like this combo. I know Nike likes when the resale market is up on a shoe because it guarantees them that the shoe is going to do better than other releases. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why I think they're testing out the pre-order market. HBCU, what's good with you, my guy?
HBCU band talk. Good morning. Good morning.
Fam. Appreciate you,
Next,
Joey.
I'm curious about the pre-order is how will you have Universal B coveted sneakers if they are basically custom or made to order, and will Nike retro these colorways?
Well, see, Tyler's World, that's the whole thing behind it. With all sneaker brands, they have the power to say we can release as many sneakers as we want, and they don't have to ever bring that sneaker back. But we already know there are certain brands out there that are very, very that will re-release a sneaker so they can go ahead and get that cash grab. We know that, and we know when too many sneakers are released, it does lower the resale value of a kick. But I tell everybody, man, if you're a true sneakerhead and you like the kick, you like it, buy it. If you really don't like it, then just don't get it. But again, we know everything. Money drives everything. This is why people collect Pokemon cards, basketball cards. Yes, we're a fan of the player, but if there's an opportunity to make a buck, you know what's going to happen. Shout out to Tyler's Road and everybody. Hey, everybody out there who rocking with us, man, today in the chat. We appreciate y'all, man. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up, man. We appreciate everybody being here.
Shout out, yeah, facts. Shout out to everybody up in here. It was open a few days for sure. Okay. Well, because Tiger has his own brand now. Let's see. Thighs are comfortable. Yep. Yeah. I mean, look. Yeah, it's definitely it's the whole where sneakers are going, we don't know yet. They're a lot of these brands are trying to push the envelope, but it is interesting though that what's his name just signed with Nike though. The guy that was with Saucony, he just signed with Nike. What's his name? J Tips, yeah. So he left Saucony, which I believe the J Tip collaboration is what put Saucony on the map. So he left them now to go to Nike. That's an interesting move, and we're going to see what happens with that, because
now
he told that's why Saucony was relevant. Those collaborations.
I mean, I'm just wondering. I mean, yes, J Tips probably, and this is an assumption. I'm quite sure Nike probably gave him some extra money, right? This is why he did it. Hey, 73 Campo, I appreciate your family for being here, bro. Let us know what you're gonna do with those Travis Scotts, bro. Let us know what you're gonna do with them. Appreciate you. The question is, will he be limited on his designs
Yeah.
and what sneakers he want to go ahead and do something different? Because J Tips really is a type of guy, I don't know him clearly, but he likes to take silhouettes that people like don't want, and he makes people want them. So I'm wondering, will his creativity be limited?
Here's a random thought. I have a hard time, and so J Tips puts his signature on everything, right? It's in cursive, and I think that's a stroke of genius. No pun intended, because I would find myself having a very hard time wearing clothing with the word tips on it. I don't know. I'm just weird. I don't know. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. Okay. I'll be quiet. I'm going to mute.
Whoops.
Baseball guy, what's up, family? How you doing? He said he can't.
I had 4 pair of mail call yesterday, so it was a good Friday. Damn, 4 pairs. Damn.
What'd you
pick up, baseball guy?
What'd you cop?
J Tips Air Max DN8s.
Mm.
I wonder if they're gonna collab on the running shoes.
Oh, so check this out. Did anyone catch his story yesterday, J Tips? Speaking of J Tips.
No.
So he took
IG?
on IG. So he took an on foot picture wearing the Ama 95s, Air Max 95s.
Oh,
so I wonder,
which,
is he dropping breadcrumbs? But go ahead.
Where are those? When are those Ama Meniere Vomeros? The $95 joints.
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Hard cop.
When are those coming out?
Hey, I hope they do a Discord raffle for those. That would be awesome.
Hold up. Hold up.
That's gonna be a hard cop.
Hold up. They got my man. What the hell? Oh yeah, my bad.
That's gonna be a hard cop.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, those numbers are going to be very limited.
Mm-hmm.
Already with some Air Forces.
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
So is this going to be the head up competition to the little Yachties?
These are better
Something
than
to think about.
joints.
I think so. You know what they're giving me, right? They're giving me Air Max 1 concept vibes. You know what I'm talking about, Jay?
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why I'm shaking my head.
That's exactly the vibes they're giving me right now.
This is definitely J Tip's design all over the shoe. Like,
yeah, it is.
This is definitely him. So I guess that answers that question, Jay. I guess they giving him creative design. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, these ones look dope.
They're different.
Okay, they look dope. Okay. Would y'all? Hey, the Rock Hill. Hey, bro, you are. I'm out here dying, bro. What's going on? The question is in the chat: will y'all rock this? Would y'all rock this sneaker? Like, I mean, literally in public, not in the crib. Would you guys rock this Air Force One publicly?
That one right there, absolutely. You know I would, Jay.
Yeah. I just
you know what these remind me? These remind me of the Takashi. This is like a Takashi Murakami like type vibe too. The Japanese dude with the flowers.
Hey Lewis, pull up a picture of the Air Max 1 Concepts collab.
I'm not an Air Force One fan, but I'm not gonna lie, them J Tips is nice, bro. That's a summertime shoe. It's nice.
It's definitely a summertime vibe. That's a Miami vibe.
Doesn't it look like kind of like a blue jean? Like, what kind of fabric is that? I'm just curious.
I hope that's denim. I pray to God that's denim. Yeah, the one with the orange heel tab. Like, it's giving me the Air Max 1 concept vibes all day.
Yeah, I know exactly which ones you're talking about.
And they do an incredible mix of denim and canvas. And I hope they play with the material build for these Air Force Ones that these are in fact going to drop.
We shall see. What else we got here?
Baseball guy, you out here killing it with the Jurassic Park, the Mero 18s, and the Air Max 90 Bacons.
Here goes some more. Apparently, is that a Kobe?
I saw the Kobe's. Now
That's
I saw the Kobe.
Yeah.
This is someone's mock-up though. I don't think this is legit.
Mock-up, yeah.
Hey, it's some rough mock-ups out there now. Like
I
I
could
ain't
see
gonna
it
lie.
though. I could see it though.
Say we see the vision.
J Tips and Nike SB.
That's kind of giving the heat map vibe. Where your kicks.
With the midsole.
I'm not gonna lie, that top one would go hard, man, if it drops. But you would have to play around with the swoosh though a little bit though. I can't do that plain swoosh. If you're gonna swing for the fence, I'm sure a baseball guy will love that analogy.
Well, I think maybe it's one because this is the right shoe, and that might be the left. I don't know.
Or that may be the inside, right? The inside paneling.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good call out.
You know I got some socks ready. You know I got some socks ready for these kids. You know it. Yeah, it's only mock-ups, but I mean,
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They're giving me Jeremy Scott. I don't know who Jeremy Scott is.
That's why I was up here laughing. When I said
both colorways, remember? Damn. Nike Air Max Bacons.
I have those. Love them. They're classic.
I only like swing and miss. We'll have to see, man. I think I just think it's a huge deal regardless. Hold up. Look at this nonsense.
I was second base baseball guy. I was a second base.
So where Nico at? Palace and Nike Air Max 95 released in Soho turned into absolute chaos. I mean, to chat's point, Nico, you don't see this happening over other brands. Only the nonsense be happening trying to cop the swooshes.
It's always in New York, man. What's going on in New York?
And my man jumping in the air doing a split.
Oh no. Down bad.
I'm saying Jordan brand. You know? I mean, you see this? This is still happening. It's still happening to this day, to Mr. Think's point. Like, this is what's happening. Swoosh. You don't see this.
But when you hear these crazy stories, though, they're always in New York. Always in New York.
Well, how about the dude that crashed out over the claw machine in California?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guess what? He was from Brooklyn.
Oh, of course.
So then there's that.
Wildin'.
Of course he was.
BK. He was from BK.
Of course he was. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Mr. Thing, let me ask you a question, bro. Because like I know whenever I go back to New York, I know people talk about these chopped cheese sandwiches. Can I get a chicken chopped cheese? Do they make chicken chopped cheese, or is just like beef?
Yeah, you can. But the chopped cheese is man, it's a hamburger chopped up. But yeah, you can
okay. It's a hamburger chopped up.
It's a hamburger chopped up.
I'm just curious.
It's a hamburger chopped up. But yeah, the chop. Yeah, go hit up a bodega. You be all right.
Well, I see one video where my man said, "Let me get a pause egg and cheese, yo."
Oh, you had to pause the egg and cheese
because he ain't want to say sausage.
Oh.
He ain't want to say sausage.
Okay. I was like, what, an egg and cheese? That's it? Okay.
Let me get a pause egg and cheese.
Egg and cheese. Okay.
Hold on. So we got some images here of the Air Force One SBs. I'm interested to see these.
Hey Jay, I definitely haven't undressed my VAAs yet, bro. I haven't done it yet.
You know, it ain't gonna happen no time soon.
I knew it was
coming. Yeah. He double up on them. It will.
I would love to double up.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Let's see here. They need to show me I need a side. I need like one over top of the other side by side. I mean, they're purpose built. It's lower. I know it's lower. Man, show me the side by side. You showed me this top and bottom nonsense. No, I
Superfly
want
said
that.
them Air Force One SBs are fire. Ben
Yeah,
said the brown ones look good too.
I've been waiting to see them like that. I like these. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
It's lower in the heel area. You can see in the heel area, it's much lower.
But it's also wider if you look the
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
but it could be an optical illusion, Jay, because it's lower to the ground. It gives it more. Does that midsole look taller?
It's wide. It's wider, bro. It's wider.
Does that midsole look taller?
The midsole look the same height, but it's just wider. It's a wider midsole. Wider midsole. I mean, it's skateboard purpose. So I mean, you know, that's probably why it's wider. Pause.
Makes
Big
sense.
pause on that.
Yeah, the outsole is different as well.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. We shall see what happens with those.
So chat. Any dubs? Did anybody go for the Pharrells? Did anybody go ahead and did y'all spend y'all money on the Air Jordan 1s today? Anybody? It looked like it's a no-go. I'm the only one so far who went for the Pharrells. But nobody went for the AJ1s, Flight Club. Okay. Correct, Ben. They make them more lower to feel the board more. Correct. That mind connection, maybe more cushion all the way around. Jay said, just wondering when someone was going to do on feet.
Wow.
I need to do it. I do, Jay. I need to do it.
Hold up. All these are below retail. The SB4 Midnight Navies are below retail?
What?
Wow.
Huh? Where you gonna buy them from? At a store? Like, huh?
Right.
I know the threes are. I know these joints are.
Yeah.
Dude, that don't make sense to me.
I know these joints probably are. But damn. The purple ones? Yeah, I guess so.
Are
But
they sending
these-
some of y'all's local stores? The Lakers?
Nah, they not out here. They're gone.
Okay.
That don't mean
Gone out here.
I know the 13s is below retail and the 4s. The Flight Club 4s is definitely.
But didn't Nike just do a restock on those 13s?
Okay. Are selling below retail on resale sites. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm
There
like,
you
that's
go.
all right.
But still, the SB4s are below retail on the resale sites. That's crazy.
Nope, I haven't Superfly. I have not, bro. I have not yet. I have not. I need to do it. I really do. I need to. Look at that line.
Hell nah. I'm good. Let me get a
Chicago
pre-order.
could never. No, I'm
Let me
kidding.
get a pre-order. Well, you know, I'm
Let me get a pre-order.
You know what? It's funny you bring up Chicago because remember they were supposed to have the midnight release of the what shoe was that? The 11s? Was it last year? The 11s, Perp?
Yes, correct.
And then all those people were lined up outside in the cold, and then they said they didn't have no pairs.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
they had
no
like
fight
a
broke out
handful
then.
of pairs. Yeah, that was a wild scene.
I'm surprised no fight broke out. So let's see here. They say below retail, but they don't talk about the tax. I think it's only on sites like StockX. Yeah, that's true. Let's see here. They make them more lower to feel more correct. They did. Just wondering when someone was going to do an on feet.
Yeah, you read it. Yep.
Midsole is same, but the inner makings of them are lower. Yep. None of you have done an on feet is crazy. I don't have the VAAs to do an on feet with. They say below retail. Oh, I read that already. Sneakers.
Jake, you didn't do on foot with VAs for your video?
No, my video that one I did not do it. I didn't have time, and then I just
Oh wow.
I put it away. I didn't have time that day.
Sneakers showing sold out on drop today for adult sizes. Really?
Let me check this out. That's crazy.
Really?
What?
What are you talking about? The ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's the only shoe that dropped today for them.
Let me see.
Nah. I see it right now, 185.
Yeah, no, I don't see that either. It look like it's still.
Oh,
it's
wait.
still-
No. He's right. You click on the price and you can't buy it. Out of stock.
Did they pull a Mr. Think and have them just move it over?
Switch over to Nike.
You click on the price and it pulls up. Okay, now that I refreshed, it says sold out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's right. He's right.
That's crazy.
I'm getting the ones today. Okay, congratulations. Shout out to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Listen. With this silhouette being talked about so much, do y'all think Nike just went on ahead and did a fake sellout? Because a lot of people's like pass. I mean, and they already going for under. So I mean,
baseball
I
guy.
kind of question that.
Flat clubs 135 and a size 12 on StockX. Yeah.
135.
So even with the processing fees and everything like that, man, you still save money.
Well, one's probably went straight to swoosh. Employees bought them up. Maybe 40%.
Southern Girl said absolutely did.
One's flight doing better than the fours.
Yeah.
Only 3K in stock on the app. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they're low stock, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Already did, absolutely did a fake sell. Well, listen, if there's 3,000 pairs, then it's legit. If they only put 3,000 pairs on the site, it's a legit sellout. I mean, granted, it's not 15,000, but it is what it is. I think they're doing it right. Ones are better looking than the fours. That's 100% sure.
I agree with you. Shockingly, I have to say that. Yes, I agree.
But to Mr. Think's point, this is I don't need them. I don't need them. They give me Travis vibes. A good looking Jordan.
It's a good looking Jordan. It is. It's just a pass for me.
Yeah. Shout out there.
The Wings logo underneath that on the backside, I think that's reflective material, if I'm correct. I think it's reflective.
Yeah. Man, shout out to everybody that tapped in today. One Pair at a Time podcast. We appreciate all the comments and vibes and discussions going on. Let's see here. So next Saturday, let me scroll forward here. Next Saturday are the UNC 11 Low University Blues.
What up, Silky Johnson?
What up, Silky?
What up?
How we think those are going to do?
Which ones?
The 11 lows.
The 11 Low UNCs. A lot of people have been wanting that shoe to come back, though.
Listen, for that shoe to be $195 with less materials and it's going up, nah, man. Y'all know I don't like 11 lows for one, but for two, for the price, nah, they can keep it. Pass. Easy pass for me. Easy. No look pass. Yeah.
These is not it, huh?
A lot of content creators are giving them 10 out of 10, though, surprisingly.
Yeah, there's been some pretty good reviews on them. Me personally, I'm not too much of an 11 low fan.
It's not a bad looking shoe.
No, it's not.
It's not a bad looking shoe at all. I'm just not, to Mr. Think's point, I'm not an 11 low guy at all.
Nope, I'm not either.
But if I was, though, this would absolutely be a cop for me.
I mean, it's good for the summertime. Like, it's good, but
yeah,
it's a pass for me. Superfly said he liked the classic 11 lows, and then baseball guy said probably sit like the Breads did, but I want them. Superfly said he's going to pick a pair up. I want to see him in hand. He's talking about the Flight Club ones. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know how they are. You know.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, what are your plans for the weekend?
Work later today.
So that's why you're here now. You ain't have to work last night.
Correct. Yeah, I got to do a security.
Finally, a day off.
No. Well, yeah. Well, I did
a
a movie
night
yesterday.
off. Oh, okay.
I did a movie yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Perp, what you got going on? So you typing away over there?
Actually, that's not me this time. Believe it or not. But no, I've got some moving around to do today. I've got to take care of some business related things. But outside of that, though, it's another beautiful award winning weekend.
Award winning.
Jay?
Chat, listen, man. Your boy is just gonna relax this weekend. I'm just gonna do my thing. You fickle dickle. Listen, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with us today, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Come on back, because every Saturday, One Pair at a Time podcast at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is ready to rock.
Oh, he said, went to Six Flags last night and Romero's, my feet still hurting.
Oh, really?
Gym and the Masters on my couch. Oh, who's been watching the Masters? I haven't been paying attention too much. Anybody been paying attention, like glancing in at the Masters?
No, I haven't, but I thought it was interesting they banned phones this year.
That was for the players. Hold up. What's up with the WNBA getting $1 million contracts now? You see a couple of the girls got paid over $1 million in some of their contracts.
Hey, I mean, hey. Can't hate the player, hate the game.
I think ultimately when the NBA's pockets really start hurting, you're going to see. They ain't going to be funding the WNBA like that no more. Because they boosted their salary cap, even though they did not have a profitable year last year.
I think Miss Wilson is the reason why, honestly, is the main reason why the WNBA is growing exponentially. I think she's the main reason why. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to Angel Reese for sure. But when we're talking about just the female supremacy when it comes to that wood floor, she is it. She holds the crown, without a doubt.
In her words, wood is good for the soul.
She's an animal. She an animal, man.
Yep. Well, that being said, guys, your boy has to buy some shoes, but it's for the car. Car needs tires all the way around.
Nice.
That time of year, folks.
Man, especially with the rain coming and all that, definitely going to need me to get, have right kind of tread on there. But that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that tapped in today. Once again, for the One Pair at a Time podcast channel, man, we appreciate everybody's interaction. Read through a whole lot of comments, had a crazy good discussion, man. And for those new people that tapped in, make sure you guys have your notification bells turned on so you can catch us live during the week. And Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, guys. Much love. Be safe. Have a great time. We'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.
All right, man.
Peace.